Today we have a Ford stereo in shop for repair. There are several different connectors for the Ford stereos and several different mounting configurations for this. We do have a full library of removal guides on our website, but this one has the older style connector on it that we're going to plug in. There is a newer style connector, and sometimes this repair will work for the newer style as well. But plugged in, we have no display on this radio, so we're going to show you how to straighten this problem out. We're going to start with our Torx and remove two Torx screws along the top edge of the radio. One here on the left and one here on the right. Again, we have a full library of removal guides to get you to this stage, along with repair do-it-yourselves on our website at carstereohelp.com. We're going to remove these two screws on the bottom as well and set these to the side. This is going to allow us to take our flathead screwdriver, and there are little tabs that we're going to pry on back behind the face to pry it up over these little lockdown tabs. We're going to pull the face forward and hold it. Do the same for the opposite side, and we have the face starting to be removed here. We're going to move over to the top and do the same here and remove this face. Now sometimes when removing this face there will be other wires that come out of the radio and connect, and you can disconnect these, but this one has a one main black connector. We've seen some with two connectors, some with three connectors, so it's watch what you find here. But the problem for no display here is usually these surface mount resistors. There are four along the side here, three smaller ones here, and there are several blue ones all along the edges of the face in certain spots here. And what we're going to do is take our soldering iron and resolder these connections. What usually happens here is because of the heat and the power supply, these solder joints get bad connections, so we're going to just resolder all these solder joints on these surface mount resistors. Also, you will also notice two rows of connections that go all the way across the top and the bottom of the display itself, and we're going to look at these to see if there's any poor solder along them and solder them as well. Now we've got the four main resistors there. Again, like I mentioned, there are different configurations of these resistors. Sometimes it's 2 or 3, sometimes it's 4. The radios are all a little bit different, but they tend to be very similar. So this will take care of many radios once you get the face off the radio. But we're going to resolder all these larger surface mount resistors because this has poor solder. Usually on one of these resistors, maybe 2 or 3, you may find when resoldering that they move off their pads and you will have to solder them back into place. But we're going to take care of all these solder joints and go around this panel and make sure we get every large one. You could miss just the one that's causing the problem, so we're going to make sure we get every single one here. We have them all across the face here. A lot of these deal with the buttons and push buttons on the face, and it's best once we're in here to take care of all these solder joints. But this should take care of it here. We got this last resistor in the corner. Again, like I say, the configuration for these can be somewhat different depending on the radio and so on, but it's basically a problem we see quite often for many of these here in shop. Now we have that resoldered, so we're going to pull the radio over and place the face back on it. It just snaps back into place. Line up the screw holes so that when it pushes on, the connector, the black connector mates up into the stereo, and we've got the face back on. And before putting all the screws back in it, we're going to give it a test to make sure that we got it straightened out here and plug the connector in. And we have our display back. This is how you repair the no display problem for a Ford stereo. Again, see our library for a full removal guide library, and please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hope this problem helps you out.